mini-series of videos, we leave Hanoi to head north towards the Chinese border and jump into the Ha Giang Loop. We took a 3-day tour around the Ha Giang on the back of a motorbike. We used an Easy Rider motorbike tour company to take us through the winding roads and take in the epic scenery of the Ha Giang Loop.
And this is I'm actually quite emotional.
So subscribe to the channel and come along with us on our epic adventure on the Ha Giang Loop.
Okay, let's go! Let's go!
Channel. Okay, so this episode sees us start on an adventure up to Ha Giang. So we're going to be doing the Ha Giang Loop over the next 3 days and 2 nights. Just waiting for our bus. We are outside our hotel. We checked out this afternoon. It's going to be about a 6-hour bus journey there. It is currently 20 to 8 at night, so we should get there about 2, half 2 in the morning. We're going to be stopping in a hostel when we get there, and then over the next 3 days we're going to be on the back of a motorbike and we're going to be travelling around the amazing Ha Giang Loop. So we're really looking forward to this little adventure. I hope you are as well. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video and comment. Let's go. Thank you. I feel like I've just been kidnapped. Pretty much bundled into a minibus. I'd imagine this is going to take us somewhere to get a bus and then go on. But yeah, just one big rush. We turned up late. It's 1:15 now, should have been there by 8. Anyway, we're on our way. We're now being dropped in the middle of nowhere. Some random street in Hanoi. So this must be where the bus is picking up. I said 12 minutes, which is a very kind of random number to come out with. Not 10 minutes, not 15, 12. So anyway, let's see how this goes. This could be a laugh, couldn't it? Any room? What? Can it swing a cat? Okay, so this is the bus. This is what I kind of expected it to be. The VIP stuff like we hadn't a lot. So just an open bus with like sleeper kind of beds. Don't think it'll go back any further than that, do they? So this is going to be a long 6 to 8 hours. Enjoying yourself? Yes.
I've got a bag on my legs and I can hardly stretch because I'm tall. So it's not ideal. I haven't even left Hanoi yet. Been on the go for an hour. It's gonna be a long trip. Okay, so we've arrived in Ha Giang. It's 3 in the morning. Managed to get a little bit of sleep. So I'll show you how much leg room I've had, if you can call it that. I've got my bag, flip-flops in there. And that's about it. Kind of stretch my legs out. That's been an adventure, hasn't it? It was alright actually. Once I got some sleep, it wasn't so bad. Still didn't think I was going to get any, but got some. Apparently our hostel is about 20 minutes away, so should hopefully get there soon. We've been dropped off. We're just now locating where we're staying, and it's 20 to 4 in the morning. So we're only going to get a couple hours sleep before we get picked up in the morning. Shut to 7:30 start tomorrow. Let's see where we're staying. So we're setting all the neighbourhood dogs off. Every single place has got a dog. But I think this is it just up here. It's called the Ha Giang Loop Hostel, I think. Although we've never been given a name, so could be anywhere. But that would make sense. Nobody around. Rang the bell. There's a bell to ring, but nobody seems to be answering. There's a cat there. There's a dog. There's another dog who's set off barking. That might be the bell. So we're just in my little room now in this hostel. It's quite a cosy little place, I think. It's got a haircut and everything here. We just got this little room, so just a very quick tour because it's like 4 in the morning, we're knackered. And then you've got, it's like a little bed. The one where Jackie is. There's another bed. There's our aircon. Just a slidey door. We've got a pool and everything. Yeah. It's not bad. I dreamt of worse when it was a hostel. Yeah, this'll do. Right, we're gonna get our heads down and then we'll get up in the morning and see where we end up on this tour. Because we're supposed to be about 7:30, but then she said like 8:30, 9 o'clock for breakfast. But I don't know. I'll get ourselves sorted and get to bed. We'll see you in the morning. Night. Morning everyone. Okay, so didn't really get much sleep last night. It took me a little while to drop off, and then I was conscious we might have to be away at 7:30, so I kept waking up. And there was like alarms going off and bikes leaving, and so pretty tired. But we're up, ready for breakfast, and then we'll just see what happens. See what time we get up. But views already are pretty spectacular, and we haven't even left Ha Giang yet. So once we get up into the mountains, it should be pretty spectacular. But it's a bit cloudy, it's still really warm. Not sure how much we'll get to see up there, but there's nothing we can do about it. But it's not raining at the minute, so that's a positive. You alright, Penelope?
Rồi ra trước đi, xong rồi hôm về là vòng về. Của ai thì cũng cởi ra cho khách lấy đồ đã. Đây, khách đây đấy.
Tail looks a bit flat. Your tail looks a bit flat. Must be the way.
Tí ra ngoài kia bơm lốp. Thùng xăm rồi.
Got a flat.
Thùng xăm rồi.
You busted already, Jackie? Because of that bag.
New bike for Jackie already, she's busted. Too much for your Hanoi. Setting off on my 3 lanes Ha Giang Loop trip. My son's been up, Ozzy's spray on. Driver. Okay.
First day we will go to Quan Ba to first night we will stay in Gia. From we are here. So from here to Gia is not a long way today. In the way we going have many beautiful place to stay, to stop and chill. And in this afternoon we can come to Gia and we have waterfall today. You can see. And in the next day we will go from Gia to boat station to go to the river on the boat. And the last day we are second day we will stay in Dong Văn, and the last day we will drive from Dong Văn to Ha Giang city. The last day is a longer way we ride. Yeah.
Right, we have to excuse the helmet here. But we've just kind of made our first proper stop. I had like a little stop on the way up, which was just to stretch off a little bit. It was only after about half an hour. But we stopped at a massive, huge viewpoint here. As you can see, it's a bit cloudy and misty. But I mean, the views are still unbelievable. But you can just imagine what this would be like when it was clear. Perfectly clear day, this would be unbelievable. Just see all the rice fields and everything below here. Yeah, it's been really good so far. My driver Ming's quite chatty, so we've had a bit of a chat there, and yeah, it's been good. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's been good, yeah.
Views have been?
Yeah, views are good, yeah.
It's good just to sit like on the back of the bike and just take it all in, rather than having to concentrate on driving and look at the views, because the roads are really windy, aren't they?
Fancy driving, yeah, like it's like I'm looking one way and then we're getting around the corner.
I know, yeah, and then spinning around, but
We're stopping after here at a place called Heaven's Gate. Not another Heaven's Gate, I hope it's not like Marble Mountain. So apparently there we can get some coffee and what have you. And then I think we'll probably be stopping for lunch after that. I think it's only about 15 minutes from here to Heaven's Gate. Deadly this. So this is Heaven's Gate. I don't have much luck with Heaven's Gates in Vietnam, so you cannot see a thing, but this is the highest point, did you know, of the Ha Giang Loop. Over 1.5 over 1,500 meters high at the moment. There's a lot of tribes up here as well, like a lot of tribal villages. You can see some of them on the way up, working in the fields, and so the views here will probably be very good. Not today. You cannot see in front of you. It's crazy, crazy. Do you want to get a drink?
Yeah.
So another reason to do with an easy rider is that before we came we heard a lot of stories about like foreigners like us getting stopped by the police in this area, and then we've just seen somebody stopped at the side of the road. So what usually happens is, even if you've got an international driving permit, they won't accept it. So they claim you're supposed to have a Vietnamese driving license, and if you don't have one, usually you've got to bribe them. So we're seeing there was a group there that just looked like all like Westerners like us, and they had their permits out and everything, and there was 2 or 3 policemen there had them pulled over, so they're probably going to have to bribe them or they'll probably end up in jail. So yeah, it's just a note if you do ever do this kind of thing and want to do it on your own, just to be aware.
This music is low-key.
Look at the pretty view.
I would like that to be permanently. If I die, blow it up and put it behind the casket.
Oh, we could have seen.
Okay, moving on. And we're heading for lunch. So we just stopped for some lunch. There's crackers as you come through. Some great big army guy stopped to shake my hand because I'm from the west. We're on the roof here now. We're just going to have lunch outside with the rest of our party. Nice views from up here. Rice like.
What?
Got some more fuck. That's lunch all done. It's quite good actually, it's quite nice. Just had some pho. I had some chicken fried rice and it was pretty good. So we're moving on now. It's a bit drizzly now, so I'm not sure where we're going next, but I think there might be a waterfall swim involved.
although I don't really feel like it's a bit cold for swimming in it. So we'll see where we end up next.
So after our stop in Quan Ba for lunch, we continued our drive into the afternoon out into the beautiful countryside of northern Vietnam, which was absolutely breathtaking. It was great as the weather started to break up a bit, the clouds started to separate, you could start seeing a bit more, and our drivers took us off some little roads into some little villages, some windy, hairy roads, passing bikes, schools, tribes, all these farmers' fields. It was just a beautiful, beautiful ride. And some of these views, I mean, coming down the mountains, just the wide open spaces, the jagged mountains, it was just an absolutely stunning drive. And this isn't even the best to come from this trip so far. Although it does look cloudy on the footage, it was probably a good time of year to come. I mean, we had a bit of a mix of both. We had the dramatic scenery with the mist, and we did actually get some sun later on. But once you start getting to June, you start getting rainy season. So I think June, July are probably the more rainy months of the year, so you may not get as good views. So we continued on, again taking in some of the breathtaking scenery, and we made another stop where I could eventually set the drone free.
Okay, so we've just made another stop. Ming, driver's been kind enough to let we get some drone footage there, because this valley here is stunning, and that drive after lunch down to here is just unbelievable, unbelievable. And this is only half a day into this trip, and like I say, I think there's even more to come from this. So just a beautiful, beautiful place, and the landscape's so diverse. The mountains, you haven't seen mountains like them, just pointy mountains that are just sticking out from nowhere, and they're so high and majestic. It's absolutely beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. So if you come to Vietnam, I can already say you've got to come to Ha Giang. It's definitely worth that horrible sleeper bus to get here, because this, you just don't get experiences like this. So how are you finding it so far? Apart from your ass hurt?
Yeah, above my ass. Yeah, no, it's really good. It's amazing.
Lush, isn't it?
It's like the pictures just won't do it any justice.
No, that is huge, that valley.
Massive.
And that's where we're going to be going through next, just driving through that valley. So it's,
We're just proper swallowed up by the
mountains. The mountains just like go straight up as well, so it's just such a weird landscape, but it makes for like stunning viewing. And it's good just being on the bike again, just being able to just watch
the landscape pass, and then you're going through all the like little tribe villages. There's all the kids there,
Yeah,
and the ducks and dogs just everywhere. It's just a really diverse part of the country, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's, even with the cloud, it just gives it that kind of dramatic feel to it, I think. Yeah, it's been excellent so far. Well, barely 3 o'clock now. Don't know where the day's gone. It's just like disappeared, doesn't it? Yeah. It's like this morning it seemed to like go a little slow, and then all of a sudden, since lunch, time's just disappeared. Homestay, yeah. But I think it's time we're going to crack on, so let's go for our next segment.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, our last stop before we get to our homestay, and this is, I'm actually quite emotional.
There's no words for it.
Oh, this is definitely the best stop of the day. It's just
This is probably the best thing of the whole trip.
mind blown. Absolutely mind blown. Like
The whole day, the vibe,
oh, it's just been brilliant.
the scenery
Brilliant.
is just out.
The company's
Yeah,
been good.
yeah.
My drivers are class.
Yeah.
My tour, well, the main tour guide Ming, who's I'm riding with, he's full of information on the way through. I don't know if he mentioned to you, but we passed like a cannabis field. And he says, "Oh, can you smell that?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" And then he's like, "Oh, it smells like weed." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." And then you could see the cannabis field. So he obviously knows the area really well. But he says he's only done this 16 times. But
I think he's only
but yeah,
like over 100.
I know. So yeah, we're having a beer now and just taking this in because this is fantastic, absolutely amazing. So pleased we've done it. We've only come to day one. He said there's even better to come tomorrow. So this is, I don't know if you could top this, but
We'll see tomorrow.
yeah.
Really feels good to be back in next break.
Got to see you. And now I think we're going to head to some waterfall.
Hey, can you be my driver? I want to see behind.
That was interesting to say the least. I couldn't even call that a road.
Dirt track.
Yeah, pretty much a dirt track. So we're just about to go to a waterfall. Got our cozies. Apparently we're going to go swimming here. And then after that we'll be going back to a homestay. So we're just walking down to this waterfall. This should be fun. Because it's not actually too warm today. Well, it's warm, but it's not like it has been. It might wake up a little bit. So this waterfall's so popular, they've even got a bar. My kind of waterfall.
She's like calling.
That was just a quick dip. Quite a few tourists to that one. And there was a bar there, so they've obviously caught on to it being a popular place to swim. Decent way to round things off. And we're about to head back to our homestay and see when we get there. Here. So this is home for the night. It's the Peace Homestay. So we're right in the middle of nowhere pretty much. There's a little village just up the road. We're right next to a river. And it looks like a nice little place actually. It looks like they've got a barbecue on, so that might be tea. We'll have a look around and show you what this is like and then wrap up for the day. It's been a classic day.
Trừ cái nơi xe bàn hẹn đấy.
Hai ba vô.
How bad are you?
Hai ba không.
Hai ba uống.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready? Just repeat like. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, vô. 2, 3, vô. 2, 3, uống.
You meant to do the shot, you know.
I thought you did.
Oh,
Tastes like fireballs.
didn't. Oh, I thought.
You cheat.
That's right. I know we like.
No one you will.
Tomorrow we're on the bike like this.
That's day one of the Ha Giang Loop complete. It's all kicking off here now, just like a big party now. So we've got a karaoke next door, we've got one in ours. The one next door seems more wild than ours. At the minute, yeah. Wait till that happy water starts kicking in. But the food tonight was really, really good. I didn't expect much from the food at all tonight. But I'm absolutely stuffed. It was lovely, it was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good.
We had beef, spring rolls, chicken, rice, bamboo. It's like
Some vegetables,
cucumber things.
pork, tofu.
Tofu, yeah.
Dodge that though.
We haven't shown you the room yet, but we'll do a room tour because it'll take 2 seconds. We're leaving at 8:30 in the morning, so we need not an early. I don't think we're going to get an early night tonight, but we need to have an early
Even
start.
if we did, we're not going to get to.
No. So it's been brilliant today, and apparently gets even better in the next day or two. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video as much as we've enjoyed making it. To be honest, we probably haven't even spoke that much on this video because a lot of it is just scenery.
I'll put you on the bikes as well, like.
Oh yeah, it's not easy.
So, yeah.
If we'd done it myself, would probably have been able to stop more and spoke a bit more, but we stopped when we could and spoke more when we could. This is going to be, I think this is going to be the pinnacle of the trip, to be fair. It already has been for me, like
You've been
just
waiting for
today.
this, haven't you?
Oh yeah, this is one thing I've wanted to do. It hasn't let me down so far, and it's just got better as the day has gone on in terms of scenery. The further you get into the Ha Giang Loop, the better it gets. So never mind. How many jais out of 5 you're going to give today?
Oh, 5. 5 today, yeah. I've got a sore bum, but I'm
No, it's
had a
been
couple of hairy moments on the bike, but yeah, no, it's been really good.
good. So we'll continue this tomorrow, and well, tomorrow will be the next episode for you guys. So hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you've liked it. Please leave us some comments and let us know what you've thought of this place, because it's just heaven on earth. Don't forget to subscribe, which is free. That Happy Water's going to be
Happy
it.
Water's going to Jimmy's.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye. In the next episode, we drive further into the Ha Giang Loop on our second day of the tour, where the scenery just seems to get more and more spectacular.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go! Number 1.
This is pretty special. And things start to get a little crazy.
Haven't got a clue what's going on. But I just being led astray basically. Absolutely crazy. Vietnam. What a day it's been.